Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Macedon campaign for Divide et Impera. Last episode, we finally started consolidating Thrace in force. Our holdings in Thrace have grown prosperous and plentiful as we construct these fantastic temples in, well, virtually every single settlement. And what is up with the volume? It is so dynamic. Like, I swear, every single time I turn the computer on, it's something else. Hopefully that reduces it slightly, although it is like pounding in my ears compared to typical. So that's the lowest? Oh, that's like barely registerable. There we go. That seems a little bit more balanced. But anyway, guys. So, we've conquered all of Thrace. Macedon grew less streams. So, we now have, like, actually positive public order. Hellas also continues to become more populous, although we just savaged the middle-class population of Athens in order to make this navy. And yeah, we're honestly just living well, eating well. We have armies that are in great health. We just destroyed 2 armies of the Cimmerian kingdom. And yeah, we're just doing quite well in the campaign thus far. We're really just on the path to declaring war against Rome. See, Rome's control of parts of Illyria and Macedonia make it quite inevitable that we will clash eventually. So just decided I'm going to declare war quite soon. I'm just waiting for the winter to blow over, and then we'll get her done. So let's just check out what we have the possibility of doing.
Ready for battle. Advance. March until your feet bleed.
My wits and words are yours.
And here we go. Let's get this army close. We do want to attack Apollonia next turn, so we can get our armies within marching distance and then strike out like a serpent come next turn. And also, I remember, I did want to clear up relations with some of the factions to the east. For example, I never wanted that war, and let's see whether these guys are capable.
But without a loyal.
Man, what is up with, like, the volume? It's so, like, weirdly high. There we go. I do not understand these, like, random fluctuations. It's just bizarre. But okay, in any case, let's go back to negotiating with the Bosporan Kingdom. It seems that they're going to be willing to accept peace with a bribe. And considering that we're going to war against the Romans, I think it's worth it to buy a peace.
But you have roused Ares within us, and
We can go up to 5,000, but anything more would be a massive disservice to myself. Well, you know what? It's fine. Actually, they did seek war with me. They started the war against me. Okay, let's do it. Next turn. Romans might declare war preemptively, although I find it kind of unlikely. The Romans send an army into Illyria, probably to fight a local Illyrian factions versus several factions that aren't likely to pose too much of a threat to a Roman army, so it makes sense that they're going to attack it. Looks like Asia Minor is being colonized by Celts. I'm surprised by the expansion of the Galatians. Now, I've won a campaign as the Galatians, so I personally think that their roster is fantastic, but
we will come.
Ooh, the Dalmete declared war. We've been at war with them before, so it's not like I'm surprised by the declaration of war, but just not really what I want. Now, let's see. Some slave riots. Just gonna increase some slave disorder, but Hellas has fantastic population, so it's not something I have to worry about too much. You know, we can go ahead and send this navy towards the Bosporan Kingdom, and perhaps I can run into something interesting. Also, we just encountered Carthage. It's quite cool. Let's see. This spy Can just fill up some of
Commander.
some of the skills we already have, and let's improve his general. Bit more movement range, a bit more melee attack, a bit of training for my troops. I mean, you can see that my army is quite experienced, but you can always improve the efficacy of training and stuff. See what Dalmete, they're at war with us. And they're not at war with the Romans. It was so weird. They declare war on us, but they're willing to accept a peace treaty, no problem. So,
I will listen. I cannot say for how long. For matters of state and a splendid bow.
I don't know, man. The Bosphorian Kingdom is just way too aggressive. They want war no matter what.
Within us and all the mercy of Hecate.
Make haste, men. Journey completed.
You know what? We can just wait like one more turn to declare war formally. I mean, like, I don't see any need of giving the Romans some sort of heads up. Why would I do such a thing? The Romans would never offer me the same treatment. No, we'll sneak attack him. Come the next turn. And yeah, that army is going to be ready to take Apidamos on short notice as well. My navy is going to be able to strike at the Cimmerians. There we go. Do it. Turn it over, boys. I really don't think that my navy is going to be all that capable of doing damage to the Bosphorus Kingdom, but you know what? Ooh, that is an odd appearance. And once again, I don't think the Cimmerians are actually at war with the Scythians, so I don't think that army is going to take Olbia, unless I'm just mistaken about that and didn't catch that war. But they might just be crossing the Scythian territories on their way to Thrace. Ooh, perfect Lust Lily. Bam, that's not good. The Orsi are gone. Yeah, there it is over here. I mean, we could go and trade with the Carthaginians, but no, they don't like us. I'm wondering whether there's anybody who'd be willing to entertain a trade agreement with me. I mean, why not? Why not trade with the Macedonians? We have good wares.
A flapping tongue that speaks without.
No one wants to.
We are not known.
Whatever. Let's do it. War against the Romans. Off we go. We'll fight that battle a little bit later, and don't actually want to upgrade that just yet. What we can do, of course, is just wait out this army. We can definitely beat them in a field battle, so I'll wait. Meanwhile, this navy can just kind of go and
The waves still beckon.
let's see what's going on. Go ahead and fight this Bosphorian fleet. Meanwhile, we do have to defend against this army, potentially, so we'll keep my force near Thrace. Yeah, I think really the only fight we're going to have this turn is this battle. The battle for Apollonia. Now, this is my faction leader, so I definitely have to keep him safe. I also don't want to lose too many troops, because the vast majority of my units come from hard-to-replenish populations. At the same time, though, like, we do have a far more effective army than that arrayed against us, so I don't really feel all that threatened by this Roman force, to be honest, but still have to be careful, of course. Go have some hoplite, kind of some pike work. Okay, let's send this, like, these pikes forward. Get these hoplites. Arrayed splendidly. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, send these cavalry units right at the Italian slingers.
Your orders. Okay, Commander. Advance.
Let's send my pikemen forward. We don't have them in pike formation, but honestly, they don't really need to be. Not to fight against, like, garrison level troops. I mean, you can see my Creed archers are more or less finishing him off for me. Now, we do have levy marines coming in on our flank. They come from the ships. We'll send some Thessalians over to try to cover them. Italian swordsmen, they're carving into my pikemen. Really unfortunate. Don't like that. 4 kills. I mean, they're losing decisively, I bet. I mean, it doesn't say what they are, but in essence they are. Like, we're losing a lot of men, but still. Okay, we really do need to, like, at some point, get into phalanxes. Like, get out the sarissas, right? Can't just be the Creed and Archer show. We'll get some Thessalians to back off. We have my general descending upon levies. I mean, this is an elite companion cavalry. The finest men of Macedon just coming upon levy marines. These Republicans, they're dead. Dead in the water. At this point, I really think that it's the Roman general left to try to cause a breakthrough, right? This Roman cavalry doesn't get something done, and the Romans are going to crumble. And I think we're just going to crumble because we haven't even shown the Romans the full bite of our forces. Let's send in our Agrionians. Meanwhile, Romans are going to get recharged.
Shock cavalry ready. Some Ready and waiting. Warriors of Macedon, ready for orders. Tell us! Run, shield ready!
there we have it. We've defeated one army. And Apollonia has been seized. Now, honestly, Apollonia itself isn't really that valuable, but like... definitely is an important settlement for us to hold. So like... take it, we'll keep it for now, and just see what happens. Now this, actually it's really good that we still have positive public order. We'll send this agent overseas, and we'll just keep this one over here. And I guess this navy, we already tried to move it, so yeah. I don't know, let's just see if the Bosphorus Kingdom considers a peace treaty. No, they still won't capitulate, so... Well, actually, I'm not even asking for them to capitulate. Okay, the Romans move into position, but they fortify. I think that Epidamos is now unprotected, technically. Now, if they do take Epidamos, then the Romans can go take Nasos. So it would just be an exchange of settlements if we go 1-for-1, but... no, I don't quite like the look of that Scythian army moving in. Why are you coming close? Why are you getting into Thrace? Perhaps there is an enemy that the Scythians are at war with that are close by, but I'm not so sure. Okay, we don't need the philosophy, really. Yeah, Scythians have trespassed. I don't really like this. Don't like the Scythians going. I definitely don't like the look of that army. Looks quite rough, quite tough.
Welcome. The day is already.
I also feel like my navy is just costing me a fortune. How is my...
None shall pass.
thought I'd be fighting a significantly like smaller army.
Get the blockade set up. Blockading.
Man, I could probably win this battle, actually. I'm gonna try it.
We hunger for battle.
Meanwhile, because that army is like mostly cavalry, I do have to put this guy in.
We hunger.
I mean, they are fortified, but I have way more skirmishers than the Romans, so like, probably could win. It's just it also is like the fall. Might as well just retreat back. Go here, and honestly, probably would pay to get rid of Pangoria. Let's attack these guys. I think we could actually obliterate this garrison. Like, people underestimate the power of navies, especially like heavily equipped navies with these large ramming ships. We're gonna be able to do immense damage to this garrison. Probably just gonna be able to destroy it entirely.
To the oars.
Okay, let's try our best to ram something here. Meanwhile, we can absolutely get our missile ships within range. Transport vessel can just go. The row fast ability is unfortunately not going to work for a bit. And here we have it. The general is going to go up against this archer ship.
Macedonians ready. Move out.
Man, I think my general is probably going to one-shot this guy. Come on. Hoping that it will. Ooh! A one-shot, one kill. Absolutely lovely stuff. Could we obliterate the Cimmerian general with a similar strike? I'm gonna go real fast on my general. So while our ship has taken fire damage, I haven't really lost any men yet. Ooh! The Cimmerian general, the governor himself, is dead. I mean, dude, we're killing hoplites. You can see their numbers are being steadily whittled away. And these are not troops that the garrison can readily replace. These are the land-owning elite of Pangoria, who are the backbone of Cimmerian society, and you're dying in droves, picked off by Macedonian barbarians. You know what? It must be my general, dude.
At your command, support ships. By your command. Assault ships.
Because, like, this ship, like, I think at this, okay. Like, some of these... Yeah, some of these towers are actually shooting.
Sons of Macedon. Set all.
But not, like, all of them. And they honestly probably should be,
Ready.
if I'm to be completely honest.
Ships waiting. Moving out.
Now, in contrast, my archers...
Assault ship. Commander.
Oh, I get it. Some of these ships don't have any ammo left. They have a limited supply of, like, actual ammunition.
Assault ships ready.
I mean, dude, we've killed a lot of enemy units from the water. Like, a ton of these guys have been slain without a single sailor having been engaged in combat. Just Greek archers dying, entire hoplite units decimated.
General. Ready, willing, and able.
So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to, like, withdraw all of my units that, have already used up all of our ammunition, and I'm trying to assemble all of my units that can still shoot for combat. Which is why I have them assembled in a line, and you can see that the units on the beach, they are floundering. I mean, this hoplite has just died straight up.
Assault ship. Support ships ready and waiting. Ready, willing, and able.
Okay, come on. Please maneuver. Some of my ships are getting a little bit toasty on board. Okay, there's only 2 units left that have any type of ammunition, so I'm just going to move them to the forefront. Then everybody else, I'm just going to get to disembark. And I'll have them just do it right here. Hey, let's get into action here. You know what? Perhaps these missiles are merely indicative of like what is it? Like javelin volleys and stuff. I'm unsure actually, to be honest. Need to get my infantry on deck here. I mean, we are showering the enemy militia with a pretty heavy bombardment, but still don't quite love what's going on here. Whatever. This is what it is. Gonna have to confront the enemy militia. Luckily, these Marines are going up against Greek civilians, so quite easy warm up for the first force to land. They can sharpen their swords on the guts of these civilians who are just fed in a quite cowardly fashion to my Athenian sailors. Now, this Greek militia, they have assembled quite well. I mean, these guys have 18 weapon damage. These Cretan archers don't have particularly great weapon damage, but you know what? If we could just have these guys charge enemy hoplites head on, and then we can surround the enemy with Greek Marines, we should definitely be able to kill a unit as weak as militia hoplite. I mean, surely our naval units are supreme in that way, and we have these guys surrounded, and yeah, as our men try to munch forward, we're going to take a lot of damage from my swordsmen on the flanks. We're going to start carving up these ill-experienced, unmotivated hoplites. We've already lost 10 men, but they can ill afford to lose. And these guys shouldn't be eager for too long. We're going to start getting the best of them quite soon. Greek Marines so far, we've done great. These hoplites are going to lose quickly. Try to use these guys with like a flanking force. It's militia, they're almost gone. These hoplites, they well, just get surrounded by everything we have in this flank, and they're trying to hold the whole flank, so we'll descend upon them vengefully. Meanwhile, as these Greek militia try to form up, they're gonna start taking shots from my ballista back on the ships. And yeah, these Greek hoplites, they already lost quite a few men on impact, and we're just going to keep on losing men. Greek hoplites are going to lose a lot.
Hades can wait. General. Sons of Ares. And able. Assault ships waiting. General! Royal Thorax Swordsman! General! Attack ready! Brave sons of Macedon! Tribuna! Your orders!
Okay, so we've destroyed these guys. Next, what we have to do is, like, form up in a line right here with what remains of our Greek Marines and archers. So let's kind of get them on board. I mean, these guys have been overstretched fighting against hoplites for quite a while. I mean, I'm just hoping that these militia can be encircled and destroyed. Yeah, our men need to hold now. Luckily, this Greek Marine unit, they've gotten on land. Now all they have to do is just run to the rest of my men. Just they're quite heavily equipped, so it's going to take them a while. Hold on, we need to get these Marines to charge. You have 25 weapon damage. Like, they are good swordsmen. These are rugged, hard men. Going up against militia, like, they will inevitably be able to cut some of these militiamen down as they attack their rear without mercy. So militiamen don't have the most armor either, so my men should quite quickly beat them. Yes! It's already a militia that broke over here. It's good. We'll have 3 units kind of attack this hoplite simultaneously, and it'll start feeling the pressure of my men pushing against them. And we already have 1 Greek Marine running over in the land. This unit, if haven't fully landed yet, but they'll be on land soon. And once the rest of my guys kind of come in to finish the job, we're gonna be extremely deadly. But we're gonna go ahead and try to fight these Greek archers first. I mean, this is the first time I've ever, like, destroyed a town garrison with, like, a small navy, but elite navy like this, and this is just fun. You know, you're commanding less units, so there's not nearly as much that you have to do, but it's cool. Anyway, we just have to make sure that we're flanking all of these hoplites, like, when we attack him. If we surround them with swordsmen, like, my men will eventually beat the hoplites down. Like, these guys just can't compete against my Greek Marines. Like, they are solid units, so they can absolutely run around obliterating hoplites. And there we go. I mean, we just went into the city and just chopped down the garrison like a wrath. Like mythological creatures. And we bombarded the garrison with missiles. I mean, look at how many losses they have, and look how many kills we have. So many kills happening from my naval vessel's artillery. There we go. I mean, we can first sack Pangoria.
Get the blockade set up.
Resolve and deliberate. And yeah, there we have it. Missile damage. Yeah, cool little Ambro. Of course, the Bosphorus Kingdom, they're probably a little bit busy after.
Judgment. So, greetings, and now business.
Man, they probably wish that they had accepted such a peace treaty earlier.
Peace. Peace. You prance in here like some gold.
Oh, whatever.
Peace.
The good thing is that we can absolutely get a trade agreement with these guys. I mean, they are our military allies, so of course they're gonna want something like that. And yeah, I mean, what a navy, what an epic adventure. And I think that's actually, no, that's not it. We can finally arrive in Italy and start to explore. Yeah, we're no longer at war with that faction, and well, I don't think it'll be a good idea for me to upgrade the tower building that I have in Macedon just yet. Entirely because I don't think I have the food to adjust for it. It's a -2 food, and, well, we only have 8 food. I'd like to have 10 or more, just to be safe. But so far, so good. I mean, we absolutely did a great thing with the Navy there. You know, we got a new ally, even though they are, like, very distant, and most likely they'll end up getting absorbed by, the Bosphorus Kingdom once again. It weakens the Bosphorus Kingdom for quite a bit. Now, I have no idea what the heck the Scythians are doing on our territory. That's quite annoying, but at least that faction that we created is still less hostile to us than the Bosphorian Kingdom themselves, right? I mean, at least they don't hate us. I don't know, let's hunt the pirates, I suppose. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? Okay, I mean, we could go and upgrade a bunch of stuff there. Trying to think of the way to get the best garrison in the settlement, but I think I know the best way to build it up. Yeah, this would be ideal, actually. This would be the best balance that we could think of. Now, I don't quite like this, yet we're still not at war with the Scythians, so I don't really know what it is that they're expecting by putting an army on our territory. I'm considering just declaring war on them, to be honest. Now, at least we're trading with the Pangorians. I mean, I guess good luck. We'll just sail away back to our part of the woods. Okay. We're getting back into our territory. Now, where did the Romans go? I don't know where the Romans went, so I think we'll just wait for a turn. Just making sure that all of my agents are still in position. Ooh, right. Okay, I mean, it's like I thought. Once you take Apollonia, you do get a lot of Romans coming at you. I mean, it's the reason why I recruited the King's army. Right, it's the reason why I have such an overpowered elite force ready to fight for me at a moment's notice. Just on standby. Okay, well, I think that we're in a good position here, so... The only thing that I'm really worried about are the Scythians. Like, they really shouldn't be parading across my territory like they are, but at the same time, in Divide et Impera, sometimes, like, units kinda... Like, armies sometimes just cross your territory for no real good reason, I feel. They just kind of make themselves at home, even if you don't have treaties. It's happened to me a bunch of times. Just... I don't know. I mean, it's just totally not right. Like, you're not allowed to cross someone else's territory just so blatantly. Considering attacking that army, teaching them a lesson. Teaching them that we are not to be trifled with. And, ooh, my general has gained some experience. Look at it go. Of course, better melee infantry is fantastic. Better archers. Then we definitely will benefit from increased missile range and stuff. Upkeep. Public order. I mean, that would be lit, actually. I really like this one. Because that unit's gonna be... An army's gonna be a garrison for a while. I mean, look... I didn't see any Romans. I'm just gonna go for it. Like, I thought that the Romans were maybe trying to set an ambush. That's why I wasn't seeing a whole lot of aggression towards my army. Instead, no. So we'll keep our men there for a bit. We do need to have our navy replenish itself a little bit, so... wait them here, and I do want to grow my navy, but I do feel like it's kind of hard to recruit units here. And finally, some of these cities are starting to retain some upper class population, although not a lot. Like, I do just have to wait. Okay. I mean, I think we're just ready to go here. I mean, as long as, unless I want to like fight that army, I could fight these guys instead. Odessos. Is there an army here? There is. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to make battle with the Romans. I really don't think that this battle is going to be all that hard, but let's try to keep it as concise as possible, as one-sided as possible. We have an insane amount of missile power in this army. Like, these Freyo swords have several javelin volleys. My Agriani and Peltis, of course, have the several javelin volleys. I'm considering sending my Agrianians onto the left flank against these Italian swordsmen, but nah, let's just send them elsewhere. My general, let's send my general on a bit of a mission here. I want to get him some kills. Like, I feel like this general just isn't experienced enough. He hasn't killed enough Romans in his time yet. And that's a problem. We're meant to be experienced Roman killers at the end of the day. But yeah, we'll get our Greek archers, you know, commoners arrayed. At the end of the day, they aren't the main brunt of my killing potential, but I do have pretty experienced archers all in all in this army, so they'll do damage, even if our bows aren't the most powerful. You know, we're not the most archer competent faction. But their pikemen are absolutely elite, so we'll have our men form our dense blocks.
At your service.
These Freyo swordsmen have 4 volleys of javelins, so the Romans get into range, will do immense damage. Finally, my Agrianians are getting into place, so we're going to start throwing some javelins. We're killing some Italian town guard. Thus far, my archer barrage isn't the most productive thing ever, but you know what? But enemy cavalry charge was pretty good. Some of my Agrianians definitely got caught up in it, but we have a ton of infantry nearby. And enemy cavalry, they've got 10 kills, but they're getting obliterated for their troubles, so it's not like their charge was immensely successful. And honestly, I'm just sending my pike infantry forward. At this point, the main melee has started, like there's no stopping it. I just have to keep my troops nearby so they can like actually have impact, right? Okay, we'll get my cavalry behind, and good thing that we actually paid attention to this flank. We've gotten a little bit complacent in this battle, so yeah. Definitely could have let some things go. Luckily we didn't. Let's get my Freyo swordsmen into the fray. Okay, so these Italian slingers, we're gonna kill literally like all of them. We have 36 weapon damage, so my like general is absolutely elite at just slicing through light infantry. Now, I do want to kind of back my general up at this point, get him out of range. Like, he is throwing javelins, so we're killing some units of decent worth. However, it's not like we aren't potentially in danger, so I think it's just a good idea to get my general into the rear of some swordsmen, you know, have him rout the units so we can start to chew up routing Romans, throw javelins at the remaining men who are willing to stand up and fight against their Macedonian betters. And there we have it! A rout! A decisive rout of the Romans. And there we have it. Beware, it's a march. Always go. Now I'm gonna sack this settlement, and then afterwards, immediately,
This settlement!
can obliterate the last Roman resistor.
At your command. Make haste, men. Any man who drops out is left behind.
And there we have it. Epidamos. It's a 3-state once again.
Noble friend. I will take word of our agreement and put it before my people.
Greetings.
I do want to make peace with these
Stand
guys,
there
but
mute as though with the tongue cut.
okay, thank God.
You don't have a little Greek blood, do you, by any chance? Your proposal here is ripe with intelligence.
Now, when it comes to the Sarmatians, I don't like their continued presence in my land, but you know what? Let's go ahead and see what he's gonna do next turn. I hope that army just turns around, but if it stays for much longer, I'm gonna have to lash out. Of course, that was a pretty strong movement. Ooh! That's gonna give me access to so many random new resources, so I'm quite happy. There we go. The Bosphorian Kingdom, they finally backed off. But the Scythians, these will continue to lurk throughout my provinces, and I'm not going to be too comfortable until they finally withdraw. And it looks like the Scythians are perhaps opportunistic, hoping to see weakness with a Cimmerian victory or two. But no. Instead, it looks like we're backing off, which is pleasant for me. Now, we've destroyed the last Roman holdings on my side of the Mediterranean, so it's gone easier in that way, and ooh, yeah, kind of. I mean, I expect an Illyrian showdown, that's not unusual. Send this army back into Thrace to recuperate a bit. Perhaps I can improve my supply line by checking in at Nasos, and then we can go like this. King's army is recovered entirely from its battle against the Romans. Now, go ahead, send another army over, and I'm honestly pretty surprised the Romans haven't attacked me yet, but ooh, finally we can get a higher level barrack. -1? Man, we really do need more, food. Now, I can't really upgrade that because it's very food consumptive. Now, I definitely do want this type of garrison power, so we'll get the navy. We won't really do much better than that. And the navy. I don't know, maybe get it like back into Pella or something. Oh, man, that actually liberated a lot of food. That's awesome. Hmm. Interesting. This army actually hasn't really done a whole lot better. I'm honestly surprised at how well my You Liberated faction is doing in that conflict against the Bosphorus Kingdom. Cool. Anyway, so we have our spy who's going to scouting out Latium. We could go to Cisalpania if I wanted to do some more damage to Romans, and I'm considering that. The thing is that with the withdrawal of these factions, I can send this army closer to home, which may prove extraordinarily useful. Okay, and this is an army in Macedon. Definitely improve research rate. Tax rate. Definitely improve or decrease the cost of units. Okay, well, I think we're good to go. I've been kind of analyzing each move thoroughly because I'm not the most accustomed to the Macedonian building chains in Divide et Impera. It's just I've also become a lot more knowledgeable about building chains over the last few campaigns, and they're all barbarian factions, and it's kind of interesting to be back playing with Greeks, because I feel like the barbarian building chains are a little bit easier to get like provinces going. But at the same time, I do feel like the Greek ones have a lot more potential for income and stuff like that. Although I think that food is far easier to procure as a barbarian faction, so it's a bit of a trade-off, either direction. But it looks like, for the most part, people are starting to like respect my hegemony.
War! The man's
Dalmete, they have been an absolute nuisance ever since I first laid my eyes upon them. But we're gonna go ahead and start to beat their ass, dude. So, yeah. We're gonna go take them out. Let's go and get it done. And I will admit that I do need more food, and perhaps Illyria... Ooh. And it looks like Epidamnus is about to get obliterated anyway. And... okay, the Rhodians... they're at war. The Galatians. It's going to be quite a challenge for them. Okay, so Apollonia. Get some spears. I think it actually does make a lot of sense for me to take Illyria. I'm running low on food, and Illyria is not a bad food province. Perhaps once Epidamos falls into Dalmete, once it falls, we can go and take it. Man, it's really just one turn from getting obliterated, so might as well. Meanwhile, yeah, this navy is gonna go recruit more troops in Pella. No, I don't know, man. Pella hasn't really had a thriving population for a long time. Perhaps it's a little bit dumb to get men from Pella. I could instead go to this settlement, because Pella should really not like lose any more men. Really wouldn't be fair at all. So yeah, there we have it. I mean, Apollonia is kind of chilling. There we go. You got what I wanted there. And let's send another unit to go spy on the Romans. And the Romans aren't as concerned about me attacking them, I think, anymore. They kind of view me as a somewhat weakened power. Somewhat of a paper tiger, but we'll prove him wrong. We'll hit him hard. But they withdrew forces from Taras, which is surprising. Usually the Romans are very, very paranoid about Taras, but no, we're kind of just bobbing armies up and down the Italian peninsula. I was weirded out by the Carthaginians being so close to Crete, but alas, they have bigger fish to fry with the Romans. So I'm not surprised that they go back towards them. I was surprised that they were within my general vicinity to begin with. Honestly, quite surprised. But, yeah, the wheels turn. It's good that the Cimmerians and the Scythians have backed off. They realize that we're a hardy people, us Macedonians. We won't be colonized by them. Now, if the Illyrians... I mean, yeah, Ergo Epidamos fell to the Dalmete. We can now go snatch it up. You know, I wish that my vaunted ally had lasted longer, but alas, we're going to have to take control ourselves. Let's go in, take on Epidamos. I mean, the people here... Troops here aren't particularly strong. Lost a lot of men. I mean, these units are weathered and the garrison hasn't formed up with. Our elite force of Macedonians should obliterate the enemy quite easily. Meanwhile, we'll get this unit near Nasos and put them into patrol region. We're going to help maintain peace and Thrace as our temples arise, spreading commerce throughout the land. Meanwhile, I did send my navy off on a recruitment mission to Crete to see whether we can track down some good Greek men for our boats, but no, it appears that it's actually kind of hard to find some guys, but... Oh, you know what? These Greek marine archers are insanely cheap. I could definitely get 3 more of them, and that will help improve our navy a bit. It's a rather irregular force, but it's alright, and... Well, we could definitely end the stream, or rather, not the stream, but the video, with this final battle. It's going to be the Dalmete up against our force. Our forces, it's been training. It's been training in the mountains. We have a hero with a rather significant amount of experience who's leading my men on. At the same time, our archers are quite experienced. Our spearmen are elite. They can probably shred through the Dalmete with ease. It's just really the combination of like 6 units of extremely hard to break Macedonian pikes. Like, look at these guys. Look at this splendid array of just raw killing potential combined with just so much support. Just all of these archers. Directly behind the archers, we'll put our Agrionians in just a nice line. We'll lob javelins over our backs. Behind them, we can put the Freyo swords. Kind of a hybrid missile sword unit, light infantry, cavalry all in the back. Like, it's not like we have the best army ever, but against a force like this, just, I think the general quality and utility of my units will prevail. And you can see that a lot of enemy units that are good are hoplites. Like, look at these guys. Like, this is absolutely one of the units that has firepower on the Illyrian side, but my pikemen directly counter them. I mean, 33 armor, really good melee stats. Just, they have a lot of Illyrian noble spearmen, but then the swordsmen aren't nearly as strong, so it's their hoplites which are the strongest asset in the enemy army, and, well, that's not going to bode well for Illyrians. Don't really want hoplites going up against my units.
Warriors of Macedon, sons of Ares, at the double. Commander, orders. Macedonian.
And here we have it. My pikemen. Wait a minute. Are we facing the opposite direction? Wait a minute, boys! What you doing? Turn around, you sleepy cowards! How dare you show your backsides to the enemy? And yeah, it looks like my archers, they have range, they can hit something. My archers aren't really fantastic, I just got them because they're cheap in this army. Like, in particular, I don't have particularly great archers, and we really do need to deploy the phalanx. It's gonna increase my protection against missiles amongst my men, but also... just in general is best practice. Now, I think that we should send our cavalry just off to the flank, just as a unit. Man, absolutely, like, my force as a unit here is gonna do damage. Just these javelins are falling amongst the Illyrian nobles. My arrows are finding their marks. These are men that the enemy can ill afford to lose. These are highly trained professionals, armored to the teeth, experienced too. You can't be losing these guys to mere skirmishers, to pathetic peasants who just brought their hats, arrows, and simple bows of no renown. We're just shooting, pelting the enemy. Well, it's not being received too well. We'll send my Thessalians around. Let my general fight the enemy footmen, the great Illyrian footmen. Shall we send him over with javelins? General has 6 units of light javelins. Could probably go ahead, just lob him at the enemy footmen. And I just see carpets of dead Illyrians. As new units come close, I mean, they're just getting obliterated. They're lining up for the slaughter. Instead of fighting my pikemen and accepting death in the phalanx. Or instead just allowing an arrow or two to fall amongst them. These men are cowards. Go ahead and fight these slave slingers. But honestly, we're just kind of choosing opponents and obliterating them with ease. Well, my Agrianians are about to have company. I feel like I should probably start moving my main line into position now. Agrianians are gonna have their work cut out for them fighting against these light infantry, although we should beat them quite easily. Yeah, at this point, it's just extremely easy to go and send my men in. Ooh, okay, you know what? Yeah, my men are really gonna struggle if enemy skirmishers are also getting mixed in here. My Agrianians savaged enemy infantry. Oh my god. My general fucked up. Get out! Come on, ride! Ride hard! Don't lose more men than you have to. City made pathing a little bit more challenging. And my Agrianians are just gonna have to go psycho mode. I'm hoping that my pike phalanxes can defeat these hoplites. I mean, of course they would under typical circumstances, but not typical circumstances. You know what? How do I just send my other Agrianians to help my men out? Surely they'll help their own countrymen out. Not countrymen, that's a very modern concept, but still! You know? Similar people. People whom they can at least understand. Okay, I mean, honestly, just all around, the enemy has lost far too many men to possibly put up stout resistance against me. Okay, if it's mercenary raiders, we're surrounded. We're gonna get obliterated. Honestly, I think we can just charge these guys in. I think this cavalry needs to go charge the enemy in the rear and then back off. The guys are going hard. I mean, we are throwing some good javelins in amongst these Illyrian mercenary hoplites. I mean, javelins are finding willing targets. Okay, that was pretty lethal. We gotta get our Thessalians out at this point. Okay. I don't know how this raider continues to live. So, you know what, he has okay morale, so I can see why, but still. Definitely mismicroed my cavalry in this settlement, but what can I do? Cavalry are hard to maneuver. We glitch out all the time when you command them in a settlement like this. And his footmen, they should fall quite quickly. And there we have it. The Dalmete get broken. Absolutely obliterated. A mere 211 of my men died. Compared to 2,000 of the Dalmete, we showed pure control over the battlefield. So we trod over heaps of broken Illyrians. Let's go ahead and loot the Illyrian coast. We shall take no prisoners. Go ahead, just start getting food right from the onset. Start boosting our productivity. Okay, well, I think that the turd's pretty much over. There's not really a ton that we can do. And there we have it. There we have it. Another settlement seized for us. One that will improve our food production considerably. For right now, our one food producing center is Greece.
Between friends, the gift of gold is often...
Now, the fact that they're at war with Galatians does give me pause. Now, if they manage to win some territory for themselves, then sure, I can consider that. I don't in any way want the Galatians to win, but I do consider their chances of beating the Galatians somewhat low. Ooh, the Marians are gone. You know, the Marians are a bit inconsistent. They could be incredibly good or like pretty meh. Just depends on the playthrough. But alas, it is the end of the video. Thank you everybody who watched this video. We're making progress, and now we're at war against Rome. So at least sky's the limit. So thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.